We got new content today. Y'all can see a 95 Lightning Sammy Sosa, except there's a twist. And in the comments, I really need to know what you think about the little bit of a twist. But taking a look at just kind of the bullet points, we got a double XP week starting today, 20 in June, May spotlights. The multiplayer program's going on. That was a few days ago with that Brian Dozier. New pack in the shop, new diamonds, things like that to be grinded. We'll check the Conquest maps, things like that. But let's go ahead. I want to start with the programs. We can see assorted programs, 20 in June, where you can earn a 95 overall Lightning Sammy Sosa. There's no other cards available in the program, just packs and XP. It doesn't even look like any stubs. No, just packs and XP, a lot of XP throughout the program. We can see some May Spotlight packs. And then this 95 overall Sammy Sosa, where he set an MLB record with 20 homers in the month of June. But let's go ahead and take a look at the card. We can see he has a right field primary, center field secondary, 100 contact versus righties, 92 versus lefties, max 125 power versus righties, 102 versus lefties, 60 vision, 101 clutch, 71 fielding with 75 reaction, 85 arm strength, 83 arm accuracy, 62 speed, and a few quirks including dead red, one of my favorites for this 95 Lightning Sammy Sosa. But what's the twist? The twist is, unless I'm mistaken, you can't, literally right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says, look out for new moments dropping throughout June. Complete all moments and missions to earn Spotlight Sammy Sosa on June 30th. Literally a month. We can't get this card. Yeah, we can see him today. We can look at him. You can start to earn, let's see, today is 4, 8, 12, 16 points. So today, you can get to right here. You can get 2,000 XP. A standard pack, 2,000 more XP, a second standard pack. That's where you can get today, but you cannot get to the end of the program. You cannot get this Sammy Sosa card until June 30th. Literally a month until we can get this card. It's just sitting here teasing us, taunting us. I want to know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. I don't like this. I don't know, man. Like giving us a card to look at, but you can't get them for a month. I'm not a fan. I'm curious how y'all feel. Maybe it's something to look forward to, but for me, like a month is just too long to be sitting here waiting for this. I don't know. I don't like that. I'm personally not a fan. I'm real curious to see what y'all think, but for me, that's just, no, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I don't like it, but the moments we have, hit a homer, get 20 homers with right fielders in any mode, 20 homers with Cubs players in any mode, and then 1998 PXP with Cubs players in any mode. So if you're doing the homers, you're going to get the PXP most likely. But that's the new program dropping today. We got a 95 overall Lightning Sammy Sosa, and you can't get him until June 30th. You got to wait a month to be able to earn the card. That's not the only new program we have today. We also have the new May Spotlight program. Speaking of Spotlight programs, I don't even have Lightning Corbin Carroll. I'm pretty sure next week is the next Lightning card, if I'm not mistaken. So I got a long ways to go, but let's take a look at the new Topps Now cards. They're still giving us 88 overalls for the Topps Now. We got Nick Enright right here, a relief pitcher though, so he's going to be better than say a starting pitcher for an 88. 106 hits per 9, 4-seam slider, circle change. We see the velo in the top right. Control is just awful in the top right. That's terrible. And then the pitch break is maxed out on the slider, solid on the 4-seam, terrible on the circle change for the pitch break for this relief pitcher Nick Enright. We have Robert Hassel III, 88 overall outfielder. Pretty well-rounded card. Kind of better on the defensive side of things. 90 speed for him for this 88 overall Topps Now. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the pack shop here in just a little bit. Check out those cards. And finally, though, for the May Spotlight drop number 4 program, you have Will Warren, a starting pitcher. 4-seam sweeper, sinker, circle change, and a curveball. I like the pitch mix. Hits per 9, pitching clutch a little bit low. But it is a 92 overall starting pitcher. We see the velo in the top right, control looking solid in the top right, I suppose. And then the pitch break really looking pretty good for this Will Warren Spotlight Series card for this May Spotlight drop number 4. We got some moments, 3 points apiece here in the program. PCA sure is on a heater. We got some drop 4 PXP missions, 10, 5, 5, 5. So 25 points from those. We got some stat missions, total bases, extra base hits, homers, things like that. It looks like there's a lot to do in this program. We have the collections like usual, Lightning collection should be coming. Yeah, drop 5. So next week is when we're getting that May Lightning card. We're getting the next Retro Lightning card. That's another thing I would love to see in the comment section. How y'all feel about these season awards, the Spotlight programs and stuff. Topps Now, Spotlight Series, Lightning cards. You know, I feel like the Lightning cards are fine how they're doing it. You do the programs, you can get the Lightning card. I'm not the biggest fan of the way they're doing the retro Lightning cards. I understand it's probably a way for them to try to make money, you know, give an extra card for people who decided to spend stubs on those rare round cards, maybe got lucky in pulls, but I don't know. I feel like in other years, the best way for me to describe it is in other years, I've enjoyed the monthly awards better than I have this year. But I'm always curious because it's my opinion, right? Like, just because I don't enjoy the way they're doing something compared to other years doesn't mean other people don't like it more this year. So that's why I'm always curious about y'all's thoughts to see if anyone feels the same or different as me, everything like that. We got 10 runs for an extreme moment. You got 1 inning as the Yankees to score 10 over the Rockies. That could get you 30 points in the program. I always like when they show an optional extreme moment for these programs. But since we're talking about the May Spotlight program, let's go ahead and take a look at the May Spotlight pack. Also see if there's maybe a new headliner or a chase card. And we have a new chase card for sure. Do we have a new headliner? No, I don't think Cliff Lee's new, right? I don't think so. No, Cliff Lee's not new. So let's check out the May Spotlight pack. Then we'll check out that new chase card here in a second. But the one thing I will say is I like that the packs are the same overalls. I like that you can get a pack. So there's certain things that I think are good about the Spotlight, but certain things that, you know, maybe I don't like. And the biggest thing for me, I would say, is the Retro Lightning. I wish Topps Now cards were a little bit more usable. In previous games, the last couple of years, it seems like the Topps Now cards and packs were usable, but not the ones in the program, maybe. It seemed like they were always higher overalls in the packs. So I like that this year, the program and the packs have the same overalls. But it seems like Topps Now, for the most part, are just for collection type stuff. You know, I kind of wish they gave us some more usable Topps Now cards compared to other options available. But we got Dalen Lyle, an outfielder card for the Nationals. High contact, low power type of guy. Solid fielding, good speed for this right fielder. 88 overall, Dalen Lyle. We also have an 88 overall, Ty France. Really good versus righties. Not amazing versus lefties in terms of power. Not the best fielder. But he is a first baseman, so you can't really expect too much fielding from a first baseman. We got Jorge Vivas. 80 and 72 for the contact, 76 and 70 for the power, 67 speed, 80 fielding. Kind of another well-rounded card for the final Topps Now card today. We also have Isaac Paredes, 92 overall, third baseman, also plays first and second. 101 contact versus righties with 84 versus lefties, 104 power versus righties, 87 versus lefties, 74 fielding, 73 reaction, 35 speed. And this is a third baseman that also plays first and second. He does have my favorite quirk in the game, Unfazed. I don't think I've ever told y'all that before, but Unfazed is actually my favorite quirk for a card to have in MLB The Show. And then we also got Gavin Sheets is our final Spotlight Series card of the day, 92 overall first baseman. He also plays left and right, but he has 60 fielding, 51 reaction, 48 speed, and 58 arm accuracy. Probably not going to be put him in the outfield. 98 contact versus righties with 72 versus lefties, 114 power versus righties with 84 versus lefties, 72 vision, 100 clutch for this card. No quirks, though, for the 28-year-old Gavin Sheets. That's our new May Spotlight drop number 4 pack. And then we also have a new chase pack. I don't know what number we're on. It looks like chase pack 12 today. And there is a 90. Oh, God, man. There's a 94 overall Felix Bautista. I will say, at least the highest overall card dropped today wasn't the chase pack card. It was Sammy Sosa, a free program card. But unfortunately, the 95 Sammy Sosa, we can't get him until June 30th. So the highest overall obtainable card dropped today is going to be Felix Bautista, even though he's not the highest overall card, the highest overall obtainable card. But 94 Felix Bautista, the chase card, a reliever that's 94 at this point in the year. He's going to be expensive, man. This is going to be an expensive card if I had to guess. 115 hits per 9, max pitching clutch, 60 walks per 9 to go with 73 control. 99 velo, 93 break. We see the pitch selection in the top right, 4-seam splitter, slider, and a sinker. I'm a big fan of Felix Bautista cards. I hate facing him, though. I suck against this man. He has this control in the top right for his pitches. Not good for the slider and the sinker. Decent, though, for the 4-seam and the splitter. And then the pitch break is good on everything except that sinker for Felix Bautista. Of course, he does have an outlier on that 4-seam fastball, the new chase card today. Right now, Going for 185 sell now, 210 buy now, but that's going to be this 94 Felix Bautista. The new chase card today. Let's see if we have a new Conquest map. I feel like it's about time we got another new one. Nah, Turtle map is still the most recent. We've had that for a little while. I don't think we have a new mini season or a Diamond Quest today, but a double XP week did start today. We have double XP going until about next Friday, man, until the 4th inning XP path drops, until the weekend classic is over. Wait, no. Wait. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I messed up on that a little bit. We have the weekend classic starting in a week, but we have the 4th inning XP path starting in a week. So once that starts, double XP's over, but the weekend classic is starting. That's my bad. I just kind of confused that a little bit. We have the 20 in June program dropping today, but again, can't get Sammy Sosa until a month from today. May Spotlight drop number 4 program and pack. With next week, with drop number 5, we're going to be getting the next Lightning and the next Retro Lightning card. And taking a look at the calendar, we can see that on June 6th, we have the Weekend Classic and 4th inning with the May Lightning stuff like we just talked about. But before that, on June 4th, we have a Flash of the Past. I'm not sure if that's going to be a new program, new Diamond Quest, new packs, maybe a little bit of everything. I really don't know what to expect, but we do have some new content coming on June 4th before we have the big Weekend Classic weekend new inning XP path coming on June 6th. But I can't wait to read the comments on this video. I feel like I talked pretty negatively today about everything, just kind of complained about everything, but I don't know, man, just Spotlight has not been my favorite content this year, so I wanted to see if anybody else is feeling the same way about that. We got a new chase card. He's the highest overall today, which is no surprise there. And then Sammy Sosa, yeah, he looks cool. It would have been amazing if that card was actually usable, but the fact that we can't use him for a month, to me, I just don't like that. And I really want to know if anyone feels the same way. And I don't want to just be positive for the sake of being positive, but I also don't want to just spend a whole video complaining. But I was just trying to get my opinions on everything and see if anybody feels the same way or differently. Just kind of try to get a feel for what y'all are feeling. But let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe for daily videos. We should hopefully have a gameplay video coming for y'all tomorrow. Continuing to push for 1,000 rating before the weekend classic starts. 50 and 9 on the year. We don't want loss number 10. We're 44 points away from making 1,000. So hopefully trying to push towards that a little bit more tomorrow. But hopefully y'all enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoy one of these on screen, another on the channel. Otherwise, I will see you in tomorrow's daily MLB 25 video.